So I decided to pick up a new release, Polo 67 EDP Extreme. This bad boy right here has been getting a lot of hype lately. And to be quite frank with you, I have not been a huge fan of Polo fragrances in quite some time. Is this actually as good as everybody's saying it is? And did it change my mind on the House of Polo? Stick around. Let's talk about it. What? Okay, look, listen, I know. Retail on this is not $100 or less, but I kind of have a cheat code for you. So you're going to have to stick around. So, cue that intro.
And you wanna write it down. Would it kill you just to listen?
What's going on, y'all, and welcome back to my 2 Cents 2.0. My name is Brian, and this is a channel that keeps you smelling great without breaking your bank. Look, I know. Don't shoot me. I know full retail on this is not $100 or less, and I'll get into the cheat code that I kind of cheat code that I did here shortly. But like I said, I've not been a huge fan of the Polo lineup, and in quite some time. I'm talking like, I did not like the Cologne Intense Extreme EDP blah blah blah. The green one they did was not a huge fan of that. A lot of the fragrances that I do enjoy from the House of Polo, and as for Ralph Lauren as well, they discontinue. But this past weekend, I decided to go to Dillard's. And I went whiffing and sniffing. I decided to go try all these new releases that are coming out. I tried a ton of niche fragrances. I tried some Mind Games. I tried some Creeds. What else? I tried a lot of the Parfums de Marly. I tried a bunch of Initio. I tried a ton of fragrances. And I'm going to be talking about some of these hyped fragrances that everybody's talking about. I don't have bottles. I didn't pick up bottles. I didn't get samples of them. But I did smell them, a ton of them. And I'm going to do a video and just let you all know whether or not I think they're worth it. But why am I holding Polo 67 EDP Extreme? And what is the cheat code? Well, here's the cheat code. Boom. Gift sets. So here's the deal. All right. Father's Day is right around the corner, and they are already putting out their gift sets, which I think they usually stock these. And I smelled the EDP Extreme. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to be honest. I actually really like this. And I asked her how much the bottle was. She said, the 4.2 ounce bottle is $135. I was like, nope. And then I looked up. I was like, wait a second. You can get a 40 ml plus the 4.2 liter, 120 ml for $150. That's a cheat code. $100 for this guy, $50 for this little guy. And if you notice here, look at the full retail value on that. That's a cheat code, sort of, all right? I still paid $150, all right? But I really enjoy getting these little ones, little 40 ml, because I can take these with me whenever I travel for work, and I don't have to take a full bottle with me. But I have not sprayed this bottle yet. This one's going on the shelf right over here next to my other Ralph Lauren's that I got also, the Ralph's Club New York, that I also got in the gift set for a really good price. Another cheat code. But anyways, I bought the last one from the Dillard's that I was at, but I'm sure the lady behind the counter said they're going to get more in stock. So the bottle I'm going to be using for this is this one, because this is the one that I've actually been using. And I've worn this for 3 days now, okay? And I know I usually like to give it a week, 10 days, but I pretty much know this fragrance now. So I don't have a box or anything, so the whole presentation, which I'm sure you've already seen, looks like this. Boom, 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 whoopity-doo. Here we go. Let's talk about this. I'm not wearing it today. I'm actually wearing another new fragrance, but let's get into this. All right. So main players, keynotes that I get in this fragrance are going to be bergamot. It's a nice, sweet, citrusy bergamot. Pineapple, which the bergamot and some lemon are creating that pineapple-y accord. You're also going to get cardamom. Nice, sweet, spicy, green, fresh. You're going to get a nice clean cedar woodiness. You're also going to get a really nice clary sage that has a nice freshness to this, a nice floral aromatic freshness that keeps it very masculine and blue. I also get a really nice clean new leather mixed in with some vetiver and a really nice sandalwood. All right, right off the rip, all right, right as soon as you spray it on, you think you're going to get pineapple, and a lot of people are saying that you just get pineapple right off the bat. Well, not to me. You get a lot of cardamom, you get some of that bergamot, and it starts flowing in, and everything starts melting together, and you get this really nice, juicy, not overly, sweet, fresh pineapple, but it's a very nice, creamy, velvety pineapple accord. And I really like it. That and the cardamom adds a little bit of a bubblegummy sweetness, but it's not super bubblegummy. It's more of a mature sweetness. It is still a little bubblegummy, but I actually enjoy it. But quickly also into it, that clary sage really becomes predominant. You get this really nice freshness from it. And that cardamom and that clary sage really meld together and start making this a very nice, sweet blue fragrance. Something that you could wear all the time, to be honest with you, any season. It's not just a fragrance that you could wear in the evenings, though it would be great for the evenings. It's not just something you could wear, I don't know, fall and winter. This is an all year round type of fragrance. And look, I tried the EDP. I tried the EDT. And I liked them. Don't get me wrong, but there wasn't really anything super special about them. I've got Ferragamo Aqua Essenziale Blue, and that is a fantastic blue fragrance. And that's, and it's affordable. And it kind of leans in those veins, but they don't smell that, similar. This one, that pineapple note, the leather that becomes more predominant later on is really nice. And I like the way that they use that leather mixed in with some vetiver and the really nice clean woody cedar wood. It's nice. There is also some ambroxan in this, and it might not just be ambroxan. There could be some ICO super. I don't become anosmic to this. So they're not utilizing a whole buttload of either two of those ingredients. But that's pretty much the complexity of this fragrance. Really, the first, I don't know, I want to say probably 30 minutes you have that pineapple, but it slowly starts diminishing over the course of those 30 minutes. And then you're left with that really nice, still slightly bubblegummy cardamom, but that clary sage really kind of just rounds it out and doesn't make it overly sweet. You also get a nice watery quality to it. Not watery in the aspect of being aquatic, but it's just a little airy, watery. And I believe that's coming from some geranium. And that's really adding a little bit more of that aromatic florality to it. Almost a touch of like a dewy rose quality. But also there is a slight powderiness to this. And it's not like a baby powder. It's more of just like a dusty, earthy, powdery quality. And that's from some vetiver, I believe. And also that cedar and mixed in with that spicy cardamom. And the projection and the sillage on this is actually quite nice. Longevity is good. The projection, it projects quite heavily off my skin. Could be different for yours. For at least a good hour, maybe hour and a half, 2 hours. It kind of changed each time I was wearing it. And I do spray on my clothes, and this definitely sticks to clothes like a fly to shit. I mean, it really does. I have a shirt that I wore like 3 days ago. I just smelled out, threw it in the laundry basket, smelled first. I was like, man, that is still pumping off this shirt. Longevity, I get a good 7 to 9 hours. One day I got about 6.5, 7 hours. The next day I got a good 9 hours. Now, it does become a skin scent within about 4 or 5 hours. Not like you have to reach for it kind of skin scent. You can still detect it, but it's the type of fragrance where, you have to get, I don't know, 6, 8 inches away, and then you can smell it. And then it starts diminishing in the last 3, 4 hours. Great fragrance. I'm going to be honest with you. The hype is pretty real. If I were to pick any of the Polo 67 lineup, this is the one I would get. And this is the one I got because they had gift sets for the EDP and the EDT, but I picked this one. Not just because it's brand new and it's hyped, though that had a little bit to do with it because I really wanted to see and let y'all know whether or not it's like worth the hype. Because I see a lot of these fragrance influencers, and I call them influencers. I'm not trying to influence you to buy this. I don't need you to buy this. I'm just giving you my 2 cents on why I like it. And just because I like it doesn't mean you're going to like it. And the reason why I thought this was a good value, picking up this gift set. I got 160 mLs of fragrance for 150 bucks. You do the math on that. Like I've said before, I am not great at math. But like Fragrance Dude, he picks up fragrances like he picked up this fragrance when it was still in Spain. And I think he only got like a 40 ml. And I don't remember exactly how much he paid for it, but the shipping was ridiculous. I even looked it up. I think this was like 70, 80 bucks, somewhere around there. And then the shipping was like $30. That's dumb. I'd rather just be patient. Just like I think, patience is a virtue, and it's better to be patient. I don't have to get fragrances out as soon as they come out for you guys. I know y'all want it, but there's hundreds of, fragrance influencers that do that. I'm going to be patient. I'm going to wait. I'm going to see what everybody else is saying and then let you know what I think. But is this the best release that Polo's put out in quite some time? Yes. In the Polo lineup, absolutely. I have not been a huge fan of quite a few of them. Like that Red X one, Red Extreme or whatever, it's not that great. Again, not a huge fan of the EDP or the EDT, but they did a good job with this. This is a very versatile blue fragrance with a really nice pineapple sweetness, top notch. I mean, yes, it's got some synthetic qualities to it, but every fragrance does. Again, I think this is a good fragrance. And if you really want to know about compliments, I got a ton of compliments wearing this. I don't count compliments, and nor do I care. I think my wife will really like this, and that's all that matters to me. As long as I smell good, and I am a walking compliment, because I get to smell myself, and I'm like, hey, good job, you smell good. Oh, hey, yeah, you smell good. That's all that matters. But yeah, it'll get you compliments if that's what you're looking for. It's an easy dumb reach type of fragrance. So my final 2 cents, this is a great fragrance. I really enjoy it. I know there's going to be a lot of people probably in the comments, and let me know. Have you tried it? What are your thoughts on it? What is your favorite in the lineup? I'm sure some people are going to be like, oh no, I don't like it at all. Cool. Well, to each their own. But I thoroughly enjoy it. Go to your local department store. I'm sure they've got it. Give it a whiff and sniff. See what you think. And if you think just buying the 4.2 ounce bottle, the 120 ml, is worth $135, pick it up. But for me, I like using the cheat code. Again, the gift set for $150, 160 mLs. Totally worth it. Anyways, that's it for me today, guys. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. And if you enjoyed today's content, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And always remember, keep smelling great and stay frugal. And I'll see you in the next one.
And you wanna ride it down? Would it kill you just to live?